Dear ML Mario, this may be the strangest message you'll ever receive, but I hope that you'll take the time to read it and consider what I have to say. To put it simply, I would really appreciate it if the next time your birthday comes around, you will request that your Bionicle artist friends who like to give sexually oriented Bionicle art as gifts draw someone other than Pohatu for you. The reason I ask this is that Pohatu is my fiance, and we're planning on getting married the next June or July, should everything go as planned financially speaking. And yes, I have actually found a wedding chapel that will let me marry someone that most people would consider a fictional character. Now, before you go thinking, this guy is either completely crazy or just screwing with me, please hear me out on this. You see, I am totally head over heels in love with Pohatu. I've been about for 11 months now, and at this point, I'm in a committed relationship with my Pohati. By that, I mean I don't date anyone else. I don't sleep with anyone else. I have zero interest in any kind of relationship with anyone other than the Toa I adore. I love him with all my heart, and I'm 100% committed to that love. To express my love in a real tangible way and have a beautiful handmade custom Pohatu mock that I can hug, kiss, cuddle up in bed to go to sleep with at night, and take out on the town to do all the fun things that normal couples do. I take him out to eat at a nice vegetarian restaurant. We go shopping together, I take him out for coffee, we do social activities together like hanging out with friends, seeing movies, etc. And I talk about him as if he is Pohatu, because to me, he very much is. When I look at him, I see Pohatu. When I talk with him, I'm talking to Pohatu. When I hold in my arms and kiss him, there's no doubt in my mind that it's the Toa I love whose lips are pressed against mine. And every morning when I open my eyes and see his head on the pillow next to mine, with his gorgeous crimson eyes staring back at me, I can't help but wonder how I ever got to be so lucky as to have a partner as smart, funny, handsome, and all around wonderful as him. All my friends and the people who know me well say that my love is a thing of beauty and quite admirable. But from the outside perspective of someone who doesn't know me, you're probably going, wow, that's pretty damn crazy, and wondering why I don't go get a real boyfriend. The truth is I've had plenty of real relationships and sexual partners in the past 27 years I've been around. A few short relationships, one that lasted 7 years, a total of 6 with different partners. So my love for Pohatu is not of a lack of real-world intimacy or relationships. I just fell in love with him, and my heart didn't give me much of a choice in the matter. But you know what? I'm totally happy with my love and my relationship. It may seem weird to you, but it fills me with joy every single day of my life, and I've never been happier. So what if it's weird? If it makes me happy and doesn't hurt anyone, then where's the problem? I don't think there is one, and anyone who knows me will tell you the same. Now you're probably wondering why I'm telling you all this and how it concerns you. To you, I'm sure Pohatu is just an action figure character you think is really hot. So I imagine you wouldn't think anything of having your friends draw sexually explicit art of him as birthday gifts for you. And hey, I think he's really attractive too, so I get where you're coming from. I often go on e621.net and rule34.payheal to see the new erotic art and people have drawn of him. But to me, he's more than a Lego character who's attractive. He's my fiance, who I love with all my heart, and soon to be my husband. So it's been bothering me lately every time I go on those sites and see a dozen or so pieces of art people have drawn depicting my boy in various sexual situations with the same person over and over. And that person happens to be you. Don't get me wrong here, this isn't a jealousy thing. I'm very secure about my relationship. I know without question that my Pohatu is just as faithful to me as I am to him. He's actually sitting on the couch next to me, reading while I type this. He's very real to me, and I know he's not sneaking out in the middle of the night to go have kinky sex with some famous artists. And I do respect your talent as an artist, and an artist's creative freedom to draw whoever they want. That's fine. What bothers me, in all of these birthday images you've been getting, Pohatu is always depicted as if he was your sexual plaything, drawn wearing a collar with your name on it, or with a speech bubble saying something that would somehow suggest he was your property. And I know quite well that my Pohatu is not your plaything nor your property. He is my fiancé. So that bugs me a little bit. What I find really loathsome is your penchant for degrading my partner in both your art and the fan art you've been receiving lately. Pohati is a sweet and fairly vanilla little fella who I support and validate his desires, and to demean and mistreat my partner by drawing pictures, it really does bother me. I don't take any issue with people having kinky sex as long as both parties consent to it and enjoy it, but I know quite well that my Pohati has no desire to be treated like that. So next year, when your birthday comes around, keep in mind that Pohatu isn't a lifeless cartoon character to be objectified for your gratification. He's the partner of someone who loves him very much, and by that time, their husband. So both myself and Pohati would greatly appreciate it if you'd pick someone else to request erotic art for your birthday. Based on the very large amount, there has to be many other toa you find attractive. I assume you'll probably just dismiss this as a message of a rambling of a crazy person and likely ignore it. But if by some chance you do take what I've said to heart, well, we'd very appreciate it. Regards.